Good evening and welcome to Teen Zone Live. I'm Courtney Stevens and with me is
Marcus Swift.
So welcome. Marcus, how are you?
I'm doing just fantastic. How are you, Courtney?
I'm wonderful.
How's school going for you?
No, it's fine. It's Friday tomorrow, so it's great.
Yes.
I love doing this on Thursday because I can always say that tomorrow's Friday, so I'm actually really good.
Get you kind of pepped up.
Exactly.
Able to pull through that last one day and get into the weekend.
Yeah, and it's actually surprising that I'm doing well because we got our grades this week.
Yes.
And I was really a little nervous about that.
So was I.
Really, why?
Just because stressful time, grades coming out.
Yeah, I understand.
I was pleasantly surprised.
I was too.
Awesome.
Okay, so my dad called me, right? And he's all, Courtney, I got your grades because he lives in Chico. And I was like, oh, God, Dad, don't even tell me. I don't want to know. Don't tell me so I don't have to tell Mom. And then he's like, no, it's not bad. It's like, oh, okay. And then he told me. I was like, wow, all right. So, yeah.
And it's a 3-day weekend, too.
Is it?
Yes, we have Monday off for Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Wow.
This is obviously news to her.
That's awesome. My day just got 10 times better. Well, what's new besides grades and 3-day weekend?
Let's see. Well, for the last 2 weeks, we've been doing the one act and the winning acting scenes.
Cool.
Drum room at night. It's been fun.
Nice.
Sad it's over. It was a great ride while it lasted.
Oh, it's over?
Yes.
But you guys haven't done MLDF yet?
Nope, not yet.
Or Linnea?
No, not yet. That's going to be fun, too.
That's right.
But Tom has taped it, and so it will be replaying here on TSPN, and you can catch it if you weren't able to come and see it.
When is it playing, do you know?
Once again, it's edited, I think, later in the month sometime.
Later in the month?
Oh, were they?
Okay, well, it'll be playing later in the month. So, well, guess what started with me?
What?
Soccer.
Ooh, soccer.
And we get to talk about it later, actually. And it's funny, because we're going in the same order as our schedule. So we're starting with MLDF, and then we're moving to girls soccer.
Awesome.
Which I'll be interviewing a girl named Bonnie. She's my bestest friend ever.
Bonnie is awesome.
Along with Molly Helton. Because she... Molly's sitting over here, and Bonnie's sitting over here, so I'm like, well, they're my two bestest friends in the world, so... Sorry to everybody else, I love you too. You're all my bestest friends. I feel like I'm on Sesame Street with a whole bunch of best friends.
That's a warm and fuzzy place.
And a place that's not quite so warm and fuzzy is Winter Formal. It's fun, though.
We're going to have Teresa on. She is always fun to be around. Yes, that she is. Her sweater looks kind of fuzzy.
It does, and you'll be seeing it later. And then we're going to move on to solo scenes, which you'll be performing one.
I'll be doing one, and so will Chris Strazo.
Nice, I'm excited. Get a few laughs out of that. A few knee slappers there. And then we'll have a book review with Rebecca. I'm excited about that.
Do you know what she's reviewing?
Yes, but I won't tell you.
I hate it when you do that.
I know, that's why I do it.
Okay.
And then the best part.
Yes.
Tell me about this, because you've had it, I haven't.
Okay, we are going to be having this dessert that Danny makes, and it is fantastic. Oh,
I'm a dessert person. You know, eat dessert first. That's my motto.
You are going to love these. Trust me.
Yeah.
And I just can't describe them. They are so good.
Well, good, because we'll be eating them later.
And so you'll actually get to see what they look like, and it'll be fun.
Good. You know, we've got a lot of Brazilian, Portuguese feeling on the show this past 2 months. Lately, on this show anyway, we've had a little ethnic diversity, which is nice, because in Amador County, it's primarily not very ethnically diverse.
And so we get Danny, who gets to come here and visit us from Brazil, which is so awesome, and sadly, Renato,
I know he left. Bye, Renato.
We miss you.
Yeah, he was my bud.
He was cool.
I didn't hang out with him much until his last night here, and then I drove him around and we got lost, and it was really funny, because I was like, Renato, I don't know where we are, and I'm in my own county. He's like, well, okay. It was just funny. It was great.
You know what? I think we should thank some of our sponsors.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's start with this one, because I'm thirsty.
Safeway.
Yeah, so next. Because you can't drink soda without
Pizza Factory.
Woo! Yay, thank you, Pizza Factory.
They toss them. They're awesome. Thank you for providing us with food every single week.
That's right.
It's always my Thursday night dinner.
Faithful providers. And Safeway, thank you for keeping us hydrated in these hot lights.
And helping provide for our cooking segments.
Our cooking segments also, yes. Awesome.
Which is just completely...
I know. Cooking really is my favorite part, I think, 'cause I love food. And I told you guys on my first show here that I was deathly afraid of eating in front of people. I'm kind of over that, obviously, because I eat. Kind of. I was sitting at my dinner table, and my sister came home and surprised me. She lives in Seattle, and she came home with 3 of her friends, and I'll tell you the whole story later, but I was a little nervous eating in front of them. Anyway, yeah. So we're going to head to an ad break now, and stay tuned. Join us back for One Act and MLDF.
You're watching Teen Zone Live. Welcome back, everybody, to Teen Zone Live on this wonderful Thursday afternoon. I'm here with Molly and Jeff, and we are here to talk to you about MLDF, One Act, Linnea, all that great stuff. So, first of all, the One Act. Could you guys tell me what it's about? And
okay, well, every year, Amador Drama, some students from the drama club and even out of the drama club come together and they write a play. And usually it's just 1 or 2 students and it's just a 30-minute play. But this year, about 15, 16 of us
like that,
all wrote it as an ensemble play. And you perform it twice, and then you go and compete in drama festivals, which is MLDF and Linnea.
And so, MLDF and Linnea, where are they?
Well, okay, Linnea is it's the competition at Sac State, and that has schools from all over California. like
all over California.
It's all over California. There's like 50, 60
There's
schools. There's a lot of schools that come and compete.
It's a big competition. There's one-act plays and solo acting and duo acting, and it's over a weekend, and there's a bunch of awards at the end. And
it's so much fun.
Right.
I love
and
it.
then we have our Motherhood Drama Festival, which Amador High School hosts, and the drama club.
That's like 15
right now we're actually overbooked, which is great. So we have about,
you can't have as many schools.
I know, it's not, but 14, 15 schools, and so we're really excited.
That's solo and duo acting also.
Right, and one act. So.
And that's for 2 days, Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday. In April, and Linnea's in the end of January, so we're getting ready for that.
I'm excited, a little nervous.
So, since the One Act was just filmed this last week and it's going to be airing on here, would you guys like to tell us what it's about? I mean, it's really funny.
It's a lot of fun to do, too. This year's One Act is about a coffee shop, and there's this one main character. His name's Jack. It's played by Phil Delaney. He comes into the coffee shop. He meets all these really cool people. He has this adventure. And then it's just pretty much about his.
Yeah, we don't want to give it away.
His experience in the coffee shop and stuff like that. It's really good and it's funny.
It's a musical, actually.
Yeah, we've got like
with student-written songs.
3 or 4 songs or something.
And so we're pretty excited about it. We like it a lot.
Yeah. It was really fun to write and act in and that kind of stuff.
All right. So, what does a school have to do to get into MLDF?
Well, basically, this is a smaller festival than Linnea, and it's mostly schools from Northern California. But we have a few main schools that come every year, and they've been coming. This is our
like
30. Yeah, we've done this for 34, 35 years. I'm not sure.
Wow.
I think it's 35 this year. So hopefully, we'll continue to do it. It's going pretty well. Mr. Turner does a good job. We send information to schools, and sometimes schools will call and request it because they've heard from other schools that they really like the Motherhood Drama Festival, and they just send us back their entry forms, and it's really cheap, $250 for a weekend, and we give you food. So
food's always a good thing.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
All right, so are you guys both in the One Act?
We're both in it, and Molly plays
Amy
/ Nancy.
Well, it's just Amy now.
Oh, that's right.
We do a lot of revisions.
I think we've had like over 30 scripts since we started.
I think so.
We actually started writing it before school ended last year.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we worked all over summer.
And then we just decided we didn't like it and started over.
We've changed so many times, it's ridiculous.
And he plays Herb. And that's a fun character. I must say, one of my favorite, in the entire show. So.
And it's a lot of fun. But it's actually a lot of hard work. I mean, you have to really be committed. You have to come in every Wednesday. And even over summer it was like every Monday, was it? And we'd come in, write, revise, do music, work on it. And even over Christmas break, we came in both Mondays over Christmas break to help build this set because we had to play when we first came back. It's a big commitment.
That sounds like a huge commitment because we've been in school 6 months already.
Yeah, and we've been working on it since.
It is a lot of fun.
It's well worth the commitment.
And you don't have to be in drama to compete. I mean, not to compete, to participate in.
We've got 4 people that aren't even in drama.
The one act. You don't have to be in drama. You just be in the schools.
That's
you can
really
come from Argonaut. We've got, what's his name over here? Alex.
Alex, yeah.
From Argonaut. I didn't mean, what's your name?
That guy.
Sure you didn't.
Yeah, so we have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Wow, that is seriously. And if you got everybody who's watching this, seriously, get a chance to take time out of your schedule and watch the one act. It's
come
really
to MLDF.
Yeah, you are allowed. You are allowed. It is open to the public. You might have to stand because there's a lot of schools, but it's fun.
It is so much fun. I've gone every year since I've been at the school, and it's every year because you get to see so many different plays. I know.
So, I noticed that you mentioned that the one act is student written. Do the other schools do student written plays as well?
A lot of them do, and then there's others that just use one acts that are done and published. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't depend.
All right. Well, thanks you guys for coming on. But
no problem.
We are now going to head it over to Bonnie and Courtney, who are going to be talking about soccer.
Hi, and I am here with Bonnie Cannon Brown.
Her bestest friend.
Yeah, say it for me this time. Gosh. Anyway, so girls' soccer season is starting soon, and we have conditioning now. How long have you been playing soccer, Bonnie?
I've been playing since I was 6 years old.
That's a really long time.
10 years?
Yeah, I was trying to do the math.
Good at that math. There you go.
I was like, wow.
Really long time.
I know.
Really
long 10. Anyway, thanks for making a fool out of me already. So we'll just move on to the next question. Why do you like soccer so much?
Because you get to push people down a lot more than... I play volleyball too. And volleyball, the other team's on the other side of the net.
So you can't reach them.
So you can't, you can hit it in their face and make their nose bleed or something.
So it's the contact.
It's you get to actually, you have contact with people, but you can't foul. But
see, that's what I'm worried about.
So I wasn't very good at basketball.
Right.
Fouled out.
That happened to me too, but I was too short anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, this is my first year playing soccer, as you know, and I'm worried that I'm just gonna get fouled out every game. I mean, I'm looking for my red card or something.
No, they don't. The thing with refs in our league is they think, you go to a boys soccer game and it's like they're calling
everything.
It's like you go through 5 minutes and there's a call.
Yeah.
But with girls, it's some blatant foul will happen, and then you'll just kind of feel like, and they'll just let it go. Oh, it's girls. They can't really hurt each other. They're girls.
They're not rough.
So, yeah, Mr. Wall gets pretty into games.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He's not yelling at the girls.
Yeah, but you get into games too.
Very true.
So let's work on our game faces already, because this is the part that I was looking for.
Hold on.
Let's do
which game?
Argonaut.
Argonaut. 1, 2.
And then what about
Somerville?
Oh, is that what it is?
You shake your fist at Somerville.
Okay, I don't know him yet. How about Bret Hart?
No, you make some kind of it really scary.
Really scary?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, how about Calaveras?
Calaveras, I don't know.
Like Calaveras.
Calaveras, I have a lot of friends who go there.
So it's kind of like, we're gonna beat you. Yeah, that's good.
What? I was gonna ask you something, but I forgot.
Was it about soccer? Because we had conditioning today.
Yeah, you didn't go.
I did go. I left a little bit early so I could make it.
Who's here and who went?
I was here.
No, who went to soccer?
Well, I was here. Well, I went to part of soccer. See, that's the thing.
Why?
Because I had to come here and not smell really bad so that Marcus would not want... Yes. I mean, no. I'm sorry. Gosh, Bonnie, you just bring out my blatant side.
I'm sorry.
Blatant?
I remember we were going to talk about this.
Blatant. Well, why don't you tell me a little bit about the girls that you play with and how long you've been playing with them?
Well, there's a lot of girls this year who are going to be on varsity that we've been playing for a really long time together. We were on our rec league soccer team. We were undefeated.
Nice.
And that was pretty cool. And it's like, Sarah Allen, Caitlin Jursek,
Right.
Andrea Lester, Jennifer Van Fossen,
Right.
Celeste Casita, and all those girls. We've been playing for a really long time. And there's good old Courtney Funk, who's like the bomb.
Funkmeister, man. She's
the
beast.
bomb.
She is crazy.
She's just the bomb.
The funny part, though, is that because she plays in another league, she doesn't come to most of the games.
Well, kind of. Like, sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't.
I will be mad, personally, if she doesn't play in the first game. That if I make the team I play in.
I'm sure you will.
I hope so.
What position do you want to play?
I have no idea. I've never tried.
Do you want to... Well, like, would you rather...
Remember, you and I were working, I was thinking defending. That's what we were thinking.
I thought you were thinking offense.
Was I?
I don't know.
It was a few years ago that we actually played.
I don't know if we need... I don't know. Don't put this on the record. But I think
Don't take anything we say seriously.
I think we need offenders. I think we need more offense because we have a ton of defense.
Right, okay.
And
well, I can be offensive.
So sure you can. I'm sure you can.
Hey.
But yeah, there's I'm going out for goalie because Penny's goalie, and Vanessa Rogers is also goalie, and both of them.
Is she really?
Yeah, Vanessa's really good. Vanessa got thrown into a game last year, JV, kind of like, so who wants to play goalie? Oh, Vanessa, how are you? And
Vanessa's nice.
Like, okay, yeah.
She's into it.
And she just got thrown in there, and she was so aggressive and just going out, getting the ball. She's really good. So
that's awesome. She's a good athlete.
Two fairly good. I don't know. I can't count myself as fairly good because I'll be a little conceited. So
well, then I'll say it. Bonnie's a good goalie.
So okay, then we have three
you.
like fairly good goalies going out for goalie. So that's good. And then
we're counting yourself now.
Well, you said it. So. It wasn't me who said it. You said it.
So we've got three good goalies coming out. Then we've got a lot of defense and. Hopefully will add me to the offense.
Yes.
And I'm excited because I always wanted to play basketball, but I couldn't do it because I was too short, and I was too aggressive in that too. And then
that's more. They call more in basketball. That's why I got in trouble. So you play soccer where you can like people. You're like,
exactly. Okay. All right. And if you want to get into this now, we will.
But in basketball, you can't nudge at all.
I know.
But you have to do it kind of like sneakily. Otherwise, you can't just blatantly shove someone because you get a foul, and then you get thrown out of the game.
I just like stealing the ball. That's what I liked really doing. I was like, let me steal it and run. Because I was quick. I was just like, ugh. That was me.
Trying to tell me you're a shoplifter. How does that make
Bonnie,
you feel?
Bonnie, you always twist my words around.
How does that make you feel?
What, you want me to lay down on the couch now or what?
That's what I was thinking.
You always twist my words.
I was going in that direction.
I know, I saw it with the thing. Anyway, it was nice talking to you, Bonnie. Thank you. Now we're going to head out to an ad break. Stay tuned. We're coming back with winter formal tips. Hi, and welcome back. I am here with Teresa and Chloe. Yes? Yes. Okay, we just met a little bit earlier, so still getting to know you, Yeah. But you're already on my good list, so it's all good.
Oh, thanks.
You'll be my bestest friend soon.
Yay.
Anyway, we're going to talk about winter formal because they're coming right up, yeah?
Yeah.
You're right.
So what would you like to tell us about it?
Well,
about how it's going? Or...
let's just start out with just like the general information.
This is Argonaut
This is Argonaut's winter formal, and our theme is Snow Dreams.
Cool.
And it's January 29th, and it's at the Sutter Creek Auditorium from 9 p.m. to 12. And the ticket prices are $15 if you're going single,
and then $30 for a couple.
30, no, $25.
25
for a couple.
Really?
Yeah. So
that's
it's
very
not that
cool.
bad. Yeah. And then
it's different at Amador.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
25 for a single, 50 for a couple.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Wow.
So we're just here just to talk about formal. Let's see. Over here we have last year's yearbook.
Awesome.
And
what was the theme last year?
The theme was Viva la Noche, and that's Live the Night. I didn't make it up.
I like
sophomores from last year.
I love it.
Yeah. So this is just a couple pictures, just to show kind of like, it was at the Italian picnic, the Italian.
Cool. Is that where you're holding this year also?
No, it's
Sutter Creek Auditorium.
That's where we're having ours also.
Yeah.
Great. And
cool.
when is yours?
Ours is January 29th.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, so these are just, a couple pictures.
See memories. And is this your picture from last year?
Yes, this is
We've
my
got one. If you can, I can put it right over here.
Okay.
There you are.
Yeah, I just brought it because you know.
That's very cute. That's you in the beautiful Cinderella dress, right?
Yes.
Yes, it's very formal, definitely.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of Amador, because ours is just a semi-formal.
That's too
and then
bad.
yours is like a prom formal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Our prom is very, very formal.
So it's kind of like semi-formal.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we just wear cute little short dresses, you know, have fun.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
So what's this magazine?
Okay,
about?
I brought one of, there's like 3 out now. I got from Safeway. It's 17 prom. And they
What
have
does it have in it?
They have some really good ideas on like dresses for your body type.
Got it.
So if you're
I
short
see
or
that.
tall or you know thin or
I
whatever.
always have trouble finding the right dress for
Yeah.
my body type. It's hard for a lot of
And they have like price ranges. So if you want to go
Nice.
like over the top, you know, like the top like dress.
There's like, you know, like
$500.
$300,
We're talking like
Yeah.
designer here, perfectly made
Yeah,
for your
and then,
body.
like,
and then this
There's-
one's for like 80.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, like the kind like
right.
semi-formal, which like what
Right.
you're going for.
Right.
And they've got some really good tips on bags to match and jewelry to match.
Makeup, hair.
And makeup and hair
Because
ideas.
girls have to go all, you know, it's a lot harder for girls, I think, than it is for guys.
All the guys have to do is
And it's a
run
lot more
tux.
Exactly, and it's like you do your hair exactly the same as you do every day, and then you get your little shirt. Oh, well, tux is for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shirt and a tie, and it's really easy. And then there are the girls who's like, oh, what am I gonna wear?
Yeah.
So, actually, I just found out yesterday what I was gonna wear,
Oh.
and ours is on Saturday. So
This
Yeah,
Saturday?
she told me
Wow.
about that, and she was gonna get her dress, I guess. So it sounds like fun.
yeah, I'm excited.
So what is your guys' theme?
I don't know. I have no idea. Does anybody over there know the theme for? Take my breath away.
Oh, I like that.
That's me too. That's very cool.
nice.
Oh, I wish I had known that. That's okay. It'll be
So
fun.
who are you
still.
taking?
No, somebody's taking me.
Oh, okay. Well, who's taking you?
The deal, yeah. For those of you who don't know, for winter formal, it's freshman and sophomore prom pretty much. So you have to go with a freshman or sophomore. So I'm going with Richard George Vance Jr.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
who that is.
Well, I don't really know him that well either, but he's a really nice kid, and I showed Animals with him at the fair, and he's like, hey, come with me. And it's like, okay.
Oh,
That's cute. So I'm excited. It'll be fun.
Cool.
Yeah. So you guys already know what you're going to wear and all that?
Oh, yeah.
Sort of. Yeah. Kind of. I don't know.
I have everything picked out.
You don't
already.
know? Kind of, yeah?
Kind of. Yeah. So, I'm just gonna go with a group of friends. I did that last year and we had just as much fun. As I'm sure going with a date and being like, oh, let's go dance. No.
Yeah, I don't have a date
But-
either. I'm going with my friends.
That's cool. I like that.
Which is always fun, and we're just gonna go out to dinner and have a good time.
I can see that. Yeah, the last 2 years, my freshman and sophomore year, I took a date, and it was fun. I had fun.
Yeah.
I guess it would always be more fun. I ended up with my friends anyway, but
Yeah.
it was nice. You guys are both sophomores, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Are you heading this committee or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Us and like let's see,
Gavin.
10,
Yeah.
our president and our secretary.
The
Just
sophomore
basically
class president?
The sophomore class president and the vice president, and you know, like the whole.
How much work does it
Student
take to
council.
put this on?
Well, we've been going to meetings like once, you know, average once a week for like a month or 2 now.
Yeah.
Just, you know, trying to figure out our like cost and how much it's going to cost and what kind of decorations, and so we've been doing that, and we're still discussing.
But it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. But
And do you think you'll help put prom together next year?
I would love to.
That'd be fun.
fun.
That'd be a lot of fun.
I'm excited about
I
prom.
love formal and dresses. I love dresses. I have many dresses. Yes.
Definitely. It's a lot of fun. Did you guys go? You went last year,
I went
obviously.
last
You went also.
Yeah.
Were you in
And
that
that was
picture?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
I was like, wait, dang it. Was it just as much fun as you're expecting it to be this year, last year?
Hopefully.
Well, it's going to be a different spot, so I'm thinking maybe it's going to be bigger because it's the auditorium instead of, you know.
The auditorium's really nice to get
Yeah.
really fast.
Yeah, and
Really
there's going to be
nice.
more dancing room, which would equal, you know,
Yeah. I think it'd be more fun.
more
Good.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I find that people go, but then they really don't want to be there, so they just sit on the outside.
Yeah.
It's like, well, why are you here if you don't want to dance?
Yeah, exactly.
So, anyway, we're going to head over to Solo Scenes now, and Marcus will join us over there. Thanks, you guys.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hi, everybody. I'm here with
Christopher Strazo.
and we're here to talk to you about the solo acting scenes that we just did. And Courtney, are you joining us?
I'm here.
All right.
Hello. So, when did you perform these solo scenes?
Do you remember when we first did them? It seems like
It's
a long
been
time
a
ago.
while. It's been a while.
And
Yeah.
did you both place up in first, second range? Is that why
Marcus
you're
got
performing
first
at-
and I got
Nice.
second.
Oh, so we've got top dogs here. And how did the girls do? Who placed up top there? Do you know?
Shay got
got
first, yeah, and
Awesome.
they did. Leah got second, yeah.
Leah Cheney and Shayla Billington.
And
Hannah
Bonnie.
Barrett got
And
Oh,
Bonnie.
Hannah Barrett.
or something. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I don't want to cut you guys short of time, so who'd like to go first?
I'll go first.
You're up, Chris.
Some time ago, when I was rather hard up, I wanted to buy myself a new pair of trousers. But being hard up, I couldn't afford to buy a new pair. However, some kind friend told me that if I looked sharp about it, I could find myself a nice second-hand pair of trousers at the sales department of the London Passenger Transport Board of Lost Property. Now, I was not very keen to assume the trousers which someone had taken off on a train. However, I made my way to the shop in question, praying as I did so. Oh God, please let them be dry cleaned when I get there. You can imagine my pleasure and surprise when I found, instead of one disheveled heap of lunatics' trousers lying all over the place, one very neat heap of brand new, bright blue corduroy trousers. There were 400 of them. How does anyone lose 400 pairs of trousers on a train? It's obviously some plot of the London Passenger Transport Board, some Baroque way to expand the economy. I had to investigate, so I made my way to the London Passenger Transport Board Sales Division Ops Room, and this is what I saw. Operation Cerulean Trousers. Now, I am going to give each one of you men a brand new, bright blue pair of corduroy trousers. You are then to make your way into empty train compartments all across London and divest yourselves of these garments. Do I make myself perfectly clear? Good. Well, on your way. Godspeed. Chins up and trousers down. Now, these 400 identically clad men made their way throughout London, and alone and in the darkness, they crept into the empty train compartments. And just before the final awful act of de-trouserment was about to commence, these men did things. Things that people sometimes do when they think they are alone. Things like, well, things like smelling their own armpits. Anyway, one way or another, the pants come off, and 400 half-naked men creep through the sleeping streets of London. Thank you. I'm good.
All right, going to do mine now. Yes, officer, the whole story, as it happened, as I remember it, as I'm telling it. Oh God. Well, here goes. At exactly 6 o'clock tonight, I came home from work. My wife Mira was upstairs getting dressed for the party. Rosita, the Spanish cook, was in the kitchen with Ramona, her Spanish son, and Ramona, her Spanish sister. They were preparing an Italian dinner. They were waiting for Mira to tell them when to start. I grabbed a bottle of champagne from the refrigerator and I headed upstairs. I tapped on Mira's door. She opens it. I make her a toast. To the most beautiful wife a man ever had for 10 wonderful years. She says to the best man and the best 10 years a beautiful wife ever had. We drink, we kiss, we toast. We drink, we kiss, we toast. By 7 o'clock, the bottle is finished. My wife is sloshed and I am completely toasted. And then, I smell the perfume. The perfume I could never resist. Oh, here, sorry. Suddenly, a knock on the door. The door opens and a strange young man looks in at us with a knife in his hands. Mira screams! I run for the gun in my drawer. Mira grabs the towel and shields herself. The strange young man says in Spanish, "Yo quiero se habla enchilada en quinto minuto." But I don't speak Spanish, and I never saw Rosita's son Romero before, and I didn't know that the knife was for the salad, and he was asking if they should heat up the dinner now. So I aim my gun. Mira screams and pulls my arm. The gun goes off and shoots me in the earlobe. Oh, Ramon runs downstairs and tells Rosita and Ramona, "Mamita, mire que pasó el hombre Paco, ya el hombre, que loco, que bang bang." Oh, so Rosita, Ramona, and Romero leave in a huff. My earlobe is bleeding all over Mira's new dress. And suddenly, we hear a car pull up. It's the first guest. Mira runs downstairs to stop Rosita, Ramona, and Romero, or else we'll have no dinner. But they drive off in their Alfa Romeo. Oh, Mira runs down to the basement where we keep the cedar chest. She's looking for the dress she wore last year, but in the darkness she trips and passes out. I run downstairs looking for Mira, and seeing that the basement door's open, and not knowing that the strange-looking kid is coming back, lock the door, not knowing that Mira's down there. So I go upstairs to take some aspirin because my earlobe is killing me from the hole in it, but the blood on my fingers gets in my eyes, and by mistake I take 4 Valium instead. And I can hear the guests downstairs, and I want to tell them to look for Mira. But suddenly, I can't talk from the Valium. So I write a note explaining what happened. Oh, the note looks like a suicide note, and I'm afraid. So I tore the note up and flushed it down the toilet just as they walked in. And that's the whole story. Thank you for joining us on TZL. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to Teen Zone Live. I am with Rebecca, and we are now here for a book review. So, what book are we reviewing today?
We are reviewing Katharine Hepburn's autobiography.
Awesome.
Called Me, The Stories of My Life. And this is just a recommendation, a very good book, I'm sure, to read.
Have you read it?
Not yet. I just
But it's
got it
already
over
a recommendation?
Christmas. Yeah, it's
Awesome.
a New York bestseller. So,
New York Times.
and everybody loves Katharine Hepburn, so obviously it's going to be good.
Right.
So,
Kate Remembered by A. Scott Berg. Read it. And tell us a little about this. Me.
well, this is about some, particular stories of her life, the ones that she found most interesting. And I put a mark on one of my favorite pictures in this book. I don't know if you'll be able to zoom in on it or not. It's a black and white shot.
Hold it up. It's gorgeous. She's so elegant. I love that picture.
Yeah. I don't know what movies this was taken for.
What was your favorite part of this book?
Probably just to see the movies that she played. And there's this one story, how I guess she was married really young. She never got married again because she was with Spencer Tracy. But she was married, and I guess what happened was she started a fire before her husband got home. And so she went and took a shower, but he came in and the place was starting to go on fire.
Oh, no.
And so she runs out, not dressed, and calling for help and everything. And then she turns after all the commotion to after putting the fire out, and she realized, oh, there's all these men there. I don't have anything on. And so that's
classic.
That's so funny. And then there was another interesting part. She was actually supposed to play Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind.
You're kidding. That would be awesome.
She knew it wasn't the right part for her. And George Cukor, one of her favorite directors and one of her good friends, was supposed to direct the movie. And it ended up that they just replaced her the day before shooting started, or else she would have had to do it. And everyone knows that Vivien Leigh cannot be replaced.
No, she was
Gone with the Wind.
She was absolutely wonderful. I just adore that movie.
Yeah, I love Gone with the Wind. My favorite Katharine Hepburn movie is Philadelphia Story, which is in here with Cary Grant and Jimmy Stewart.
Cary Grant.
Very lovely men.
Yeah.
And
nice way of putting it.
yes. And I think it's in here somewhere. But it's a very good movie because it's got 3 of Hollywood's best actors.
Absolutely the
most
best.
talented, especially for comedy, which this definitely is.
And some of the best looking actors and actresses also, I must say.
Yeah, Jimmy and Cary.
I think Katharine Hepburn is just gorgeous, though.
Yeah, she is. She's very, oh, here it is. She actually did the play, a Broadway play, which there's some pictures of the play here. I don't know
Just hold
if you
them
guys
up
can see.
if you can zoom in on it.
Yeah.
And what place is this?
And this is Philadelphia Story as the Broadway play.
Awesome. That's great.
And then, I'm going to take it down now. And then there's another one. Hang on. And then, well, actually, there's no picture, but here's the movie. It was filmed in 1938 and was produced by MGM.
Really?
Yeah. And let's see. Cary Grant played C.K. Dexter Haven, and Jimmy Stewart was a reporter. His name, Macaulay Connor, and Ruth Hussey, Virginia Wilder.
Yeah.
And then they co-starred. Ruth Hussey was Jimmy Stewart's girlfriend, and Virginia Wilder was Katharine Hepburn's sister.
Awesome.
And then Mary Davis played her mother. Ron, I want to say.
So it's just a great cast.
Yeah, they're just full of, it's all very talented actors and actresses. And Virginia Wilder, she got to be pretty famous when she was older, I think,
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, so, they've got all kinds of pictures. Here's some pictures of the filming of Philadelphia Story.
There you go,
Just to
now you
show
can see them. I love it. Oh, we've only got one cameraman, but we'll zoom in on it at the moment. 3 cameras and 1 cameraman. 2! Sorry. He's not getting due credit. Anyway, she's awesome.
So this is a very, very good book. Anybody who loves Kate will love
What other
to read
movies was she in?
Woman of the Year. Some very big Spencer Tracy, Katharine Hepburn movies are Adam's Rib, Pat and Mike. She did 4 movies with Cary Grant, Bringing Up Baby, Sylvia Scarlett, Holiday, and The Philadelphia Story. Let's see, where's some other ones that I have a list.
Oh, let's show that one. I love it.
Okay.
Oh, I love it. Can you zoom in on this one, please? He's not listening at the moment. Maybe pull it down a tiny bit and they can just kind of see it. She's on this elegant horse.
This is Mary of Scotland.
Oh, I love it. Look at that. Everything about that's just regal.
And then she co-starred with, I think, Peter O'Toole in The Lion in Winter, which she started to age then. And then I think one of her older films, probably in the 80s with Henry Fonda, is On Golden Pond. I'm sure a lot of people know that.
Yeah.
And I think it's, where is it here? Well, I can't find it, but here's a picture of Tracy and Hepburn when they were younger.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. This is awesome. So this book is just full of little stories about her life, the movies she's done.
Yeah, all the movies, the really funny stories, just things that...
She was just so spirited, too,
She was a great lady. She's athletic, very
Really?
outgoing.
She was athletic?
Yeah, no, here's a picture of her riding on a skateboard.
Okay.
And
you can show me that in just a minute, because we've got to head over to cooking. So, join us for cooking a Brazilian treat.
Both of these.
All right, here we are with Danny and Phil, and we are going to be cooking, what's it called, Danny?
It's called brigadeiras, but not most people can say that right, so...
Go ahead, keep talking, I'll just pick you up a little bit here.
So, it's like I heard so funny names for that. The best one is Buca Lucas.
Buca Lucas,
like so funny. It's like easier for you guys to say.
I feel like the first one. So let's get started.
Well, it's a Brazilian dessert that we use in birthday parties, actually. But if you are feeling depressed, just get a pan and do that. Eat with a spoon.
Make this dessert.
If you're feeling depressed.
Danny, you can come over to my house and make this anytime.
Condensed milk.
Condensed milk, okay.
Yeah,
I know.
Hard to say the
I'll
word.
translate a little bit.
Translate English to
Yeah.
Condensed milk.
Just leave it on the table. They can see it that way. So we've got condensed milk. Is that honey?
That's honey.
Chocolate sprinkles.
Chocolate sprinkles.
And cocoa.
Cocoa mix? Hot chocolate mix?
No, cocoa powder.
For baking.
And margarine.
Gotcha.
I know lots of people doesn't like margarine, but I tried to do it with butter and it doesn't taste
work.
the same good. It's like as good as with margarine.
Ooh.
So you don't taste the margarine, so don't worry about it.
Well, what is this wonderful chocolatey paste
That's
that we
the
have
thing
here?
ready. Because I don't think we're gonna have time to cook the whole thing. Yeah, we're gonna make it. It's pretty.
It's really good.
So let's open it.
So this is it. This is great. I love
Just wait till you
chocolate.
taste it.
See that?
Would you like to? It looks plastic.
So basically, plastic caramel goo.
Basically,
Tastes like chocolate.
Basically, you got it, Bill.
Okay, so you open up the condensed milk, and then
put it in. First of all, before you put it in the fire, you put everything in a pan.
So cold pan, you pour condensed milk in.
Here we are using that pan. I recommend a pot because it's like better. You're gonna.
But we're using a cast iron pan.
So a small pot.
But we suggest you use a small pot.
A small pot. Better than a pan. And
like a saucepan?
You put it in
condensed milk? No, like a pan.
Like a saucepan.
But we want a pot, right?
Tablespoon? Small pot.
Okay.
Saucepan.
Okay.
So tablespoon, you can put like 3 tablespoons.
I'm sure that's a tablespoon, Danny.
Well, I don't have an idea.
We call this a tablespoon because we put it on our table.
Soup spoon, as Sue helps us here. Thank you, Sue. 3 soup spoons of chocolate.
Oh my!
3 mounds.
That's what made
that lemonade stuff.
Nice, that's a lot of
like 5
I don't
spoons of
stir it
it.
up all the way.
The only way to make it.
I agree.
I recommend use
Gotta be tart.
1 of margarine.
So a teaspoon for the margarine.
Now 1. Well, no, you can use the same spoon because now I don't have another one.
Okay.
The British use those to stir their tea. I watched the Food Channel, thank you.
Keep it in mind.
Didn't you watch our tea party? We had one a few weeks ago.
Oh, well, yes. And just
So that's why the pot's really better than the pan.
It's a little messy.
and we now know that cocoa powder is flammable.
That's awesome.
Yeah, didn't you see the sparks fly up?
No,
Honey,
Oh.
1 spoon.
Cinnamon also.
You can use a teaspoon of honey. Just
So,
a little bit.
spoonful of honey.
a little. It looks like the honey is the least of everything.
Now do we put
I washed my hands, so I can do
wash your
that.
hands before you cook.
Or put on latex gloves.
And don't put it in your mouth now, because that's not nice.
Now are we going to put it over
And then you put it on the fire, like medium fire. It's pretty good.
Here we have a
And
paper towel for you.
thank you very much. And the secret here is it's kind of you have to keep mixing all the time, stroking.
So you just never let it stroking. You never let it sit. You just keep stroking it.
keep stroking.
Stir it
Okay.
continuously.
Stroke it
And-
continuously. I like that better.
Now we guys can talk because it's gonna take a
long does it take?
little bit of time. Well, I did before. Sure, something. Feel free.
No, you need to stroke it more. Yeah, there we go.
In the middle, it's like that. In the middle. Can we show that? In the middle, right here.
Nice.
And then on the sides, so you don't get
So you
like.
don't get it stuck. Okay.
So keep doing. Feel free.
And then we can talk.
We can talk.
Oh, when are you going home, Danny?
July or June. I'm not
So you've got
quite
a while.
sure. Yeah, I
Cool.
got
Any other wonderful cooking things you want to cook for us?
Oh, guy. Boy, I have like a lot of good
guy.
stuff.
I love that. Oh,
guy.
guy.
I was bad, but that's okay.
No, I love it. I'm going to say that from now on. Oh, guy.
It's like a lot of good stuff.
Nice.
There's a lot of good food. I did at home before we got here, so we could show. I think we could do that right now. Where is
That would be
it?
a
Plastic
good idea.
chocolate ran away.
You're gonna get.
You ate some?
No,
No way.
No, it's already cold, but you're gonna
spoon.
get. Yeah, the spoon's kind of.
Here, paper towel.
Paper towel. Thank you.
It's according to the recipe.
That's like. She can get married.
Paper towel, I can get married now. Yes.
It's a candy, so good. It's like when it's ready, you.
Can I take this home
just-
with me?
Can I take you home with me? I need someone
No,
to cook
I
this
want
for me
Danny.
daily.
That was so good.
I'm going to start breaking it off. Okay?
When it's you put it like in a plate or something flat, so it's get cold easier.
Okay, I'm going to start breaking it up into little
So
pieces.
you get it like that consistency here. Now you put margarine in your hand. That's like fancy stuff for the birthday party. And you don't really need to do that. You can, like with a spoon, as Courtney's doing right now, and
Extra
eat.
powerful.
You put some margarine in your hand, and then you make that little.
So you roll it.
Yeah, you roll it.
You put margarine on your hands and roll it around in your hands again. You heat it up a little bit.
Like that. Yeah, that's kind of.
I'm bending the spoon all out
And
of
then you
whack.
put the chocolate sprinkles in a plate like
We're on
that.
fire. Here,
I
Margaret,
thought you
would you
could
like
put
to do
more
it?
chocolate sprinkles than that. But
Here, we'll hook you up.
my hands are all Ow. And then you roll like that. Yeah, kind of. And you can use, thank you very much. And you can use, what's it called? It's like cups, cake cups, but the small
kind of-
cupcakes.
Yes.
Cake cups.
Cupcakes, like, if you can get them in the size that, like, a little mini Reese's comes in, they work really well for these.
And then you roll it and put it like in that little
Okay,
paper cup.
Since I didn't do it with the margarine, the sprinkles don't stick to it. So let that be a lesson to you.
See, with the margarine, the sprinkles stick to it. And
May Phil say something?
who's going to try first?
Sue wants to.
All right, can I say something? I just want to reiterate, use a saucepan, because this is flammable, and I've caught a couple things on fire now.
Yeah.
So,
I'll eat it. I'm excited.
So good. So good.
Okay,
That's the
They're
moment.
really good.
here we go.
All right, here we go.
To help you.
Drum roll. Hush silence.
It's really good.
Is it good?
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of messy. It's boiling.
We've got 10 seconds, but as soon as we come back, I'll have a good explanation about how this actually is wonderfully delicious. So join us back for TZL and have fun. Welcome back
to Teen Zone Live. We've got everybody here ready to wrap up the show.
And we're making some, say it one more time for me.
Brigadeiras.
Brigadeiras.
You can call the American name that I got for it.
Ready? 10 times fast. Go.
Brigadeiras. Your turn. Cute bunny.
Anyway, I think I'll just eat them.
But the American name that I got for them is Bucaluco, so it's really easy.
It's like a bird.
Then you put out in the pan. Actually, you need to cook a little bit more because you're not gonna get this.
Do you like one? Yes, please. Here you are. I'm on a roll over here.
Have fun, guys. You can use that spoon right here.
Make me another one.
So good.
Yeah, those
All right.
I'll just keep making them.
Yeah.
Please. Can I have one now? Okay.
Awesome.
Oh, you just pop it.
Oh, you pop it? Just pop it in your mouth?
I thought you eat it. Oh, yeah, I thought you just like bite and then savor it.
All right, so Bonnie, girls soccer.
Yes.
Any final thoughts?
It's fun. It's conditioning's not fun, but that's just me.
Who wants this
But I'm excited for season to start. I think we're going to be really good this year. There's a lot of people trying out actually. So Mr. Wall doesn't think there's going to be cuts, but I'm still nervous. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So people should come out and watch it and watch our games and stuff. It'll be fun.
Besides, we got a lot of cute girls playing, so come watch the cute girls if nothing else.
That's really all that matters.
No, really, we're all
Bonnie.
good athletes.
Yes.
It's fun. Yeah. Well, this year.
See,
Last year I was a cheerleader, and this year I'll be a soccer player.
first time that I got here, people, because I'm from Brazil, people ask, do you play soccer? And I was like, no, I don't. And people, how come you're from Brazil and don't play soccer? And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm ashamed for soccer.
But Danny,
you probably play like 100% better than me, Courtney. Trust me.
I've never played.
Half our soccer.
well, Danny, we think that you all play soccer, and you think we're all stereotypes.
Or we're all friends with movie stars. I had a person call me the other day, and they're like, wow, so I live, where do they live? They live in Virginia or something, and I know them. I don't know. And they're like, well, how many movie stars do you know? I was like, I don't know any, besides Sue Slavic.
Okay, Rebecca.
Yeah.
Audrey, since we're on the topic of movie stars, Audrey Hepburn.
Catherine Hepburn.
Catherine Hepburn, sorry.
There's Audrey Hepburn and Catherine Hepburn. No relation. No relation.
I wasn't
this one?
able to pay attention to the segment. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you. But I also have some tips if you're very interested in Hollywood stars or whatever. Cary Grant's biography by, I think, James Elliott. There's Marilyn Monroe's autobiography.
Yes, I have that.
And there's so many. Just go out and find them. Audrey Hepburn has several. So you know, just go out and look for them. They've got lots and lots of the 40s, 50s, 30s actors and actresses that you can go read about. So I suggest that.
So we're going to have to wrap this up fairly quickly. So winter formal.
Our winter formal for Argonaut is January 29th from 9 to 12, and it's $15 if you're going single and $25 for a couple. And I hope you guys can make it. It's really fun. Even the Amador guys.
Sure.
Yeah.
And if any, I'm sorry to talk with my mouth full, but if any Argonaut boys need a date, right here. Right here. I'm serious. I would love to go.
We all need dates.
I am not desperate. All right. Bye.